So with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. We already know that, listen, we done talked about this before, bro. FedEx is like the flight reacts of the whole community, bro, the whole red pill community. He like the flight reacts, you know what I'm saying? We all rock with him, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment because, you know,
It needs to die so other people can actually learn. But if you don't want to learn, that's on you. Just don't try to tell other people what experience is. Don't try to be like, oh, I know women, you do this, you do that, because that might not work.
what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cam, ready video straight like that. Comment down below what you want to see in the next one. Like, subscribe, you brand new, what up? Let's go. So, this is the end of FedEx, bro. This is really it. We no longer, bro, it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? This was the last piece of advice that he ever gave somebody before he done got picked up by the FBI, bro. FBI done raided Fit, bro. This is it's over. It's over. So with that being said, bro, we just gonna go ahead and we gonna react to this last piece of advice that FedEx been giving out, man. And by the end of this video, that will be it, bro. FedEx, it will be over. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. We already know that, listen, we done talked about this before, bro. FedEx is like the flight reacts of the whole community, bro, the whole red pill community. He like the flight reacts, you know what I'm saying? We all rock with him, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment because, you know, he give good advice life-wise and stuff like that. But as far as, you know, game, going out talking to girls, we know he ain't got it like that, bro. And it's cool, Unc. It's cool, Unc. You don't have to have it like that. It's cool, Unc. You be wearing them super tight jeans. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're doing out in the field. It's all right. We not all blessed with that. You know what I'm saying? With that trait. Sometimes, you know, we better at giving out the advice. You know, like sometimes you gotta ask yourself, you ever see the coach play? You ain't never seen the coach hop in and play. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself right now. You think Doc Rivers is gonna go in and go 30 for 30 from three? Nah, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be missing. And that's the same thing, bro. FedEx, you know what I'm saying? He good at giving life advice. He good at coaching and stuff like that. But, you know, when it comes to the real shit, bro, he just not there. He not one of the GOATs. And it's cool, Unc. It's cool. But anyway, man, without further ado, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, bro. Let's hop into the video.
Benson, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yes.
Okay, I can help you, man.
Well, I'm calling for two reasons: look maxing and life maxing, just to increase my money.
Okay, the increase in your money is you're 30 years old, sir. So we need to focus on that first. Where do you currently live?
And Texas.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a content creator. I edit video and upload to my channels. That's what I do for a living for now. So that's why I want to.
That's all I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say, bro. Right? The thing about wanting to make more money, it don't matter. You could be 20, you could be 30, like this dude. Is that the halo effect is real? The better you look, the better you're going to be able to make money because people are gonna respect you more. You gotta be able to take care of yourself, man. You gotta look clean. You gotta look presentable. The more attractive you look, the better chances that you're gonna have. The more opportunities you're gonna have. The more jobs you're gonna get. You don't even have to have experience sometimes, bro. It's just because of looks sometimes. The halo effect is real. So with that being said, how can we make ourselves glow up to the point where we benefit from the halo effect? The easiest way to do it, honestly, is to make sure that you're taking care of your skin.
Okay. You got some pants on?
Yes.
Okay. Can we see the physique?
Ain't gonna lie, bro, got a decent little physique. You know what I'm saying? He got some size on him for sure. He definitely got some size on him. A little bit of gyno going on. You know what I'm saying? But he hit the gym a little bit. He hit the gym a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got some decent size. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You can't even hate on his physique. Can't even lie.
Okay, body looks really nice, man. And you're 30 years old, so you look good for your age. Keep up what you're doing with your physique.
Okay, thank you.
The hairstyle, I don't know if it fits you that well. Maybe go a little lower.
Okay.
It just
Bro, Unc, I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam with you, dog. You the last person need to be talking about some hairstyles, bro. You the last person need to be talking about. And the reason why is due to the fact that, bro, we know your hairline receding, dog. If we want to talk about hairstyles, I ain't gonna lie, Fit, it might be time to let it go. Fit, it might be time to let it go, gang. Look, bro, we can see. Listen, bro, look at the video, dog. Look at them on the left. On the left. Everybody look to the left. Y'all see them corners? That's tough. They fading, bro. That's straight. That ain't hair, bro. That's straight spray. That's that spray on stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's big 2K25, bro. You don't have to have this low cut if you don't have to, bro. You don't gotta rock the low cut. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, I know he 30, you know what I'm saying? He probably don't want to get no starter locks or nothing like that. But it's a couple more masculine styles you can do. If you got this low, he could honestly rock the fro. The problem is this. If you gonna rock a fro, you can do that, but you gotta get the fade on the sides. The reason why is because you look more feminine when you have a lot of hair on the side, right? Now, don't look at me right now because I'm about to get my hair rebraided, you know, and then I'm gonna get a cut. So I'm not a good example right now, but he should get a fade on the sides if he wants to keep his hair. I don't think you honestly have to cut it all the way. You don't gotta scalp yourself. You don't have to do all that, bro. I promise you. Now you can do that, but if you do that, honestly, it'd probably be better to get waves. Cause how you gonna have a low cut with no waves, bro? A low cut and no waves? Come on, bro. Like, Fit, how you got a low cut with no waves? That's kind of crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. But yeah, he could just get a fade on the sides. Boom. You know what I mean? He ain't got to sponge it or nothing. He could just, just make sure it's moisturized and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do, to be quite honest with you.
It's kind of rough. I think if you looked more clean cut, you would look better.
Okay.
Okay? And that's all you got to do. Let me see your beard. Yeah, man, you got a decent face. I would say the hair is probably your biggest problem right now.
Okay.
Okay? All right, man. Get to work.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Peace. Yeah, man, these are the kind of guys I want to help, man. Guys who actually got some shit that they got planned in their life they want to do.
What is this man
Right?
putting in his mouth, bro? Why is he dropping stuff in his mouth, bro? What is that, gang? I'm going to be honest, bro. What is that?
There's so many of you guys with potential, but you guys don't have somebody to come and help you discover that potential. So if you're a guy right now that you have something you're working on, you want to scale your business, you want to become higher value, right? You know, this is the guys who got their shit together that tend to be in good shape.
I mean, yeah, that's true generally. That's generally true. But at the same time, we got to think about it like this too, right? Now, I know FitX, his demographic probably similar to mine. It's probably a bunch of YNs, a lot of youngins, right? This is what you got to understand. When you get a little older, you're going to start working a job. Right? When you start working a job, you're going to have to start taking care of certain priorities, right? You're going to have to balance, okay, what days can I go to the gym? Am I going to be too tired to hit the gym? I'm going to be at work, whatever the case. Right now, you thinking like, oh, it's insanely easy to take care of yourself because you don't have no responsibilities, bro. Once you start to grow up and get a little older, bro, and you start to realize that you got to work for a living, like you got to actually work, you're going to start to realize that there's some kind of compromise that has to be made. So instead of hitting the gym like 5-6 days a week, see, because you always got the youngest, they come into the gym like 5-6 days a week, they making crazy progress, crazy gains. You're going to have to start doing that 3-4 days a week, bro. You're going to have to start cutting back because you're going to start realizing, damn, I got to make money. And you know what I mean? And you're going to work that long 8, 10, 12-hour shift, and you're going to come home and you're not going to feel like hitting that gym, dog. Now, if you got the discipline, you can go ahead and do it. But think about it. You have to do this for the rest of your life, gang. You probably not going to have the same discipline. And you got to face facts, bro. You got to face the reality that when you get older, bro, you're not going to have the same vitality. You're not going to have the same strength. You're not going to have the same, will to go to the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of yourself, but what I'm saying is more than just, because a lot of people with self-improvement, and FitX does this too sometimes, where with self-improvement, all he'll say is, oh, take care of your physique, and like all he asked about was his physique and his face and whatever. Bro, part of self-improvement is also being able to balance these things so that you can actually do them. You know what I'm saying, right? Because, for example, imagine somebody work a 9 to 5, right? And they got other things that they want to do, right? They got a hobby, right? It's not just oh, they go to 9 to 5 and then that's it, bro. No, they got 9 to 5. They got hobbies. They got friends, right? Like, it's one thing to lock in and focus on your physique, right? But when you come home from work after that 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to engage in your hobbies. Sometimes you want to hang with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got other things that you could do. Sometimes you got to focus on reading. Like, it's different levels to this, bruh. It's not just working out. Self-improvement is more than just working out. There's working out, there's reading. It's just like a video game, right? You gotta level up all your stats. Most of y'all, when you start self-improvement, you only leveling up your physical stats. You're not leveling up your intellect. You're not leveling up your social skills. You're not leveling up anything else at all. It's only looks and your physical prowess in the gym. That's it. You're not leveling up anything else in life. You're not really getting your money up, bro. Let's be honest. Getting to the gym is not getting your money up. You know what I'm saying? And you working a job, but bro, let's be honest. We in 2025, bro. Inflation getting bad. You need damn near 2 jobs. You don't need a job and a side hustle just to get by. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to get your money up, then that's another thing that you got to focus on now. It's a whole bunch of different areas that you have to learn how to space out and get the most. And you got to maximize your time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you got to realize this too. Yes, it's important to be disciplined. It's important to take care of business. But at the same time, we are only on earth for a limited amount of time, bro. You have to take time for yourself sometimes, bro. Sometimes we get so caught up in work. Sometimes, bro, you have to realize that you are on this earth for a limited time. All right? Like, if you dedicate your entire life to working for somebody else, understand that you basically didn't live. You just survived. You have to take some time to yourself. You have to. It's a saying, go work hard, play hard. So yes, you work hard, you make money, you know, make gains and whatever. But when you get to go outside, when you get to hang with the homies, whatever y'all doing, whatever you do for fun, and it's okay to go out for fun. I don't understand this whole. It's this weird like alpha male, sigma male culture where like going out is no longer considered fun. Oh, I don't like going to the club. Oh, I don't like going to the bar. That's cool, but then it's be like, oh, my version of fun is staying in and reading and lighting a candle. Bro, let's be honest, bro. Like, it's okay to go outside. It's okay to be amongst others. It's okay to want to go to a club. It's okay to want to go to a bar. As long as you're not doing that every single day and it's not ruining your life, it's cool, bro. It's cool. You should be getting out around other people. If you're more of an introvert, still, it's okay to do something that's not so like, you know, like you don't gotta be like this hyper like, oh no, I can never do anything that's fun. And I feel like that's what a lot of these dudes like FedEx be trying to push on y'all. Like, bro, take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. That's what nobody want to talk about. Nobody want to talk about how to balance. You gotta balance certain things, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna burn out fast. You think you could do everything, but you're not Superman. Let's go.
Coincidence? When you have discipline in one area of your life, it tends to be easy to carry it over.
You know, I feel like that's true in theory, but I don't know, bro. In reality, I feel like the areas that we can have discipline in, I feel like it's kind of separate. Because it's easy, like for example, for me, it's easy to have discipline in going to the gym. It's easy. I like working out. You know what I mean? It's easy to have discipline going to the gym. But it's not so easy for me to have discipline with like things like reading. Like, I'll be honest, I don't be as disciplined in like, oh, I gotta read, I gotta keep my knowledge up. You know what I'm saying? I don't have discipline in some other areas. Like it's so I don't think that's 100% true. I think that's a saying. I think that's in theory is true, but I don't think it's 100% true. I think that when you're disciplined in some areas, you now are able to observe what it looks like to be disciplined, but it doesn't necessarily make it easier for you in other areas.
Okay. So if you're trying to improve your life, you're trying to maximize your life, click the link in the chat and come and join.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh yeah, they done picked him up. I ain't even gonna lie, they done picked him up, bro. They done picked up my boy FedEx. This is the end. It's over. Oh yeah, it's over now. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. FedEx, salute to you, bro. All I gotta say is it wasn't me. Gang, it wasn't me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, FedEx. They done picked you up. They done picked up my boy. Free FedEx, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I need y'all. Hey, look, if y'all got to the end of the video, I want y'all to put free FedEx in the comment section, bro. I want y'all to put free FedEx in the comments.
Look, I'm gonna make this real quick, and whether you like it or not, take it how you want to hear it. But this is one take that no one's not gonna like. Your experience is the most invalid thing on earth. So to say that is to basically say that even though, which is messed up for Fearless X, whatever his name is. I saw a couple of troll compilations. Yeah, sorry. That's where it started off, and that's where it ends off. The only thing that this other guy who's reacting to the video is right about is definitely that these red pill guys try to force this ideology that you really had to multitask all things at once. You can't do that. No one can, not even I can. You have to do everything one at a time. Fix one thing and fix another thing later. But every single time these guys be talking about how they know women, how they know what to do. You guys, come on, man. Some of you guys I know are like 25 or 26 listening to someone like this. They don't know women. And once more, this guy who's reacting to this video was right about one in particular thing. He doesn't get it like that. I'm sorry. He knows the woman that he just talked to last night, but he does not know the ones around the world. You do not know anybody. Nobody knows each other. No woman can tell you that I know men. No man can tell you I know women, because it's impossible. Human beings are the most unpredictable creatures on planet Earth. So what makes you think you'll know someone better than themselves? I'm sorry. But where does Fearless fit into all of this? I don't understand. I don't see it. So the dude thinks he knows women, but doesn't really understand that he's just someone who merely believes that he knows. I feel like people gotta understand this, man. You really gotta hammer it home. You don't know them. You don't know women, and women don't know men. You just have to go based on your own experience and leave it there. But don't tell everyone else what they should be and shouldn't be doing. Now, one thing I would not criticize is he's actually just talking about how you look, your physique, and what you should be doing. Luckily, he's not saying this is guaranteed to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he said it was guaranteed, that's when I'm gonna have to stop him. Because that's his way of saying I'm trying to fool you into something that's not gonna work the way how I think it is, but hopefully you get sold on the sales pitch that I'm doing right now. Like, not a good idea. Someone like him already got swatted. So that should tell you just how much people don't want this type of content anymore. I believe people have moved past it now to the point where now they're trolling people who do red pill as the same way people who are red pill enthusiasts try to troll other women and shit. So now people are trolling them. It just lets you know what it is. Like, people don't fuck with these types of content creators anymore. It's a done deal. If you want that type of content creation, just go back to like 2023 and 2022. It'll be more easier for you. You'll fit in just fine. But the world has changed, and now they're bored of it. In fact, they're more likely disgusted of it.
Alright. Man. Fake hairline transplanting on, bruh.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to talk to the females. Don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Be wearing them tight jeans.
Exactly.
Be looking like a be hiring girls to do skits with. But 3 FitX,
Exactly.
3 FitX, man. All right, that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Out of here, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right though. He called out everything about his hair, his look, everything. Like, a lot of shit looks like it's receding. Maybe that's just me. But he mentioned it, and I wasn't even paying attention to the receding part of his hair. But I noticed his forehead is like the biggest freaking thing on planet Earth. Like, I can see how this hairline is actually about to end. He's using something, I'll tell you that much. It looks weird to me, and even though the camera is like crispy clear, it looks weird to me. Like, see, this is why we don't do this anymore, man. You gotta leave this 2022 shit in the past. Let Red Pill die. It needs to die so other people can actually learn. But if you don't want to learn, that's on you. Just don't try to tell other people what experience is. Don't try to be like, oh, I know women, you do this, you do that, because that might not work on that woman. It might give you a sprinkle guarantee bonus, but it's not like it's going to actually help you. Once more, your experience is your own. It is not something where you force it upon someone else and tell them what they should be doing, and then falsely trying to sell them on a premise that isn't fucking real. Telling them about programs and shit, telling them about how they can be a part of group sessions or whatever the hell it is. No. Anyways, guys and girls, do not do what this guy did. As you guys see, now he's getting swatted, which is why people are going to continue trolling him until the end of time. This will happen again, trust me. This will definitely happen again, and I'm sorry to say it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Lucy Christian. I am the voice of Otaku Uraraka, and you should subscribe to Neusxanity's channel. Peace out!